of the home automation industry, and we'll show you a little bit about how that works here on our live demo. But I wanted to show you the inside of this unit first. First of all, you'll notice that in the lower corner that the battery backup is built into the main unit. But as well, there are a series of 3 radios that are in this single unit. The first radio at the top is the most important, and that is the GSM radio. Now that means that over the T-Mobile or AT&T network, that now this has the ability to talk to services like Alarm.com and has the ability to do your central monitoring reporting all over the GSM network. Secondly, I also have a Z-Wave chip that's built into this unit, which means that now all of the home automation features associated with Z-Wave are now available through this controller. And then as well, there is a wireless receiver for the 2 gig transmissions, but as well we can receive the popular Ademco 5800 series wireless, and with some assistance from a company called Resolution Products, which I'll show you, we can also receive popular formats from NAPCO or DSC, which means from a takeover perspective, this is the controller of choice. So what I'd like to do today is actually walk you through the different components of 2 gig and then actually do a demonstration so you can see all the automation features actually happen. So the key components that I have here is, first, moving left to right, is that I'm going to start off with the QuickSet lock. Now in the Z-Wave industry there are several locks that are available. However, QuickSet has become the first partner for 2 gig, and so this has 2-way communication with the Go controller. We then move to the Go controller itself, and you can see the interface here. We'll go ahead and go into Home Services, and if I want, I can go to my switches. You can see the current status of my light, and so I can go into my foyer light, and I can brighten it, I can dim it, or I can turn it on or turn it off manually, just like with many other home automation systems. But again, this is a self-contained unit that can be installed in literally minutes. We then go to the thermostat, which this is actually a touchscreen thermostat, and you can currently see that my target temperature is 68 degrees and it's currently reading 75, and that is 2-way communication back and forth with my 2 gig controller. And then at the top, I have a vehicle detector, which comes from a company called Resolution Products. And then I've got an Evolve dimmer, an Evolve plug-in module, which those become very important whenever you want to talk to locks or talk to thermostats. And then I have a iPad interface, in which case I'm actually showing the screen of our camera here in the Worthington University lab that is being streamed from the Alarm.com service. I then have a Resolution Products translator. Now what really makes this unique is the fact that I can go in for either DSC or I can go in for GE Wireless. Simply install one of these somewhere in the home and it will automatically translate that wireless to a format that is compatible with 2 gig. I also have a key fob and some door window transmitters. Now, one of the features about 2 gig that a lot of people don't realize before seeing one
front door
is that the system has full speech, which is a very, very good selling piece. The other piece is that the interface is currently displaying the weather. That weather is actually coming in over the internet. And in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by turning on all of my lights in my network.
Driveway detector.
Okay, my vehicle detector is now telling me that I've got motion on the driveway and I've got all my lights on. So if you were going to be going out and you were going to be leaving for the day, what are some of the things that you should generally be doing? Well, first of all is that you would want to arm your security system. So I'm going to go ahead and push the button here.
Arming away.
And from my key fob, it is now going to let me know that I've got 40 seconds to leave. And it is now going to give me some beeps. And as I have a short period of time left, it's going to start to beep even more quickly. My thermostat is currently set to 68 degrees. And as you can see, I've got some lights on and I've got my door currently unlocked. So some things that should typically happen once you arm your security system is that you probably should turn off the lights behind you. You should probably set your thermostat back, and most importantly, probably be a good idea to lock the door. Well, 2 gig is going to take care of all that for us. So at this point, it's going to go ahead and arm the system. It is going to turn my lights off. It is going to set my thermostat back to 62 degrees, which is already done, and it's going to go ahead and lock the door for me. So it is taking care of all of these mundane items for me. It has done all the work. So now the next part is that you heard earlier the vehicle detector. Well, if I were to have a car come down the driveway,
detector.
it'd be great to know that, and maybe we would want to turn on a light. And then let's say that it's now time for me to come home and my door is currently locked. Well, one of the things that never really made a whole heck of a lot of sense to me with any of the alarm systems is, why do I have to unlock my door and disarm my security system? Wouldn't it make a lot of sense if we were to tie the two together? So in this case, I'm going to come home and simply put in my code. It retracts the bolt, but then it also takes care of disarming my 2 gig for me. So as you can see, it's even turned on a light into my foyer for me. As you can see, the 2 gig is bringing all these key elements of automation together in a package that you can literally install in several hours. So the last part that really makes 2 gig spectacular is the GSM functions. Now, first of all is that anything that has to do with GSM requires that you become part of Alarm.com. Alarm.com takes care of all the forwarding for your security functions, but also can offer a tremendous amount of home automation functions. And what that means is more money in your pocket, because that also means that your recurring revenue opportunity is much higher as well. So on my iPad here, you have an interface that is actually coming from Alarm.com, and this is available not only for Apple but also for Android, BlackBerry, and then there's also a generic interface for all of your mobile interfaces. So regardless of what phone, as long as you've got a data plan, Alarm.com has got a solution. So in this case, I can see that my system is currently disarmed, and so I can go ahead and arm my system. And what it's going to do now is it's going to send a command off to the Alarm.com server. And you just heard the system arm behind me, and I will then get a confirmation here on my iPad that says that the system has been armed away. As well, I have cameras that you can see exactly what's going on. This is another feature. You can now see that it's been armed to stay. And I can also go in and control my lights, control my thermostats. All of this can be done over the Alarm.com. And again, once for you, the installer, this means more recurring revenue, because these are more services that you are offering your customers and truly differentiating yourself from all the competition. So I appreciate you taking the time to take a look at the 2 gig system. We of course are here to help you with any of your support questions, help you design the system. You can reach us at 800-282-8864. All of our techs are very, very knowledgeable, not only on the 2 gig system, but importantly on the products that work with the 2 gig system. So that means all your Z-Wave functions, all of your translators, repeaters, anything that has to deal with the wireless, we've got you covered. So we certainly look forward to your business, and we really do appreciate you taking a look at this video.